Hello my beautiful lights and welcome back to the channel. So if you're new here, hello, my name's Lauren. I'm a master in energy. I work with mind, body and spirit. I believe we only master oneself, and this is about your evolutionary journey. So we've sent out a beacon of light in order to find you, so people on the same vibrational frequency can be attracted to this channel so we can learn and grow together. So if you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, I would have done one before this message, to be fair. Last Wednesday, there was this huge shift, and we'll get into that. The thing was, it was an unfinished symphony, and that's what they kept saying. And I was like, unfinished symphony, how? I couldn't upload, something was stopping me. There was like a block in frequency. I wanted to speak to you about this, but I work with the divine, so everything is divine timing. Things can't be rushed, and that's the frequency. You have to feel, you have to see, you have to understand. So there was more to this message, and we've got pages, we've got books, we've got absolutely everything. I've even got this book. It's little bits and pieces. All the bits of the puzzle were placed together, and then I understood. And this is life. We don't understand everything straight off the cuff. You know, we can sit here, we can read beautiful tarot all day. That's absolutely fine. It's a tool. Remember, it's the person holding the tool that is the issue here. A lot of people have a problem with it when it shouldn't be. Now, a person with a hammer can do damage, or they can build you a home. Look at it like that. Look at it like that. Your vibrational frequency is the only thing that matters in this state of consciousness. So what's happening now is the state of consciousness is upgrading. I feel there's a situation where there's been a block in consciousness. That's what they're saying. And this shift is taking place. Now, I've been very in touch with the angels and spirit guides this morning before bringing you this message. And it's sort of like, the only way to describe it, there was an Akashic Records type of frequency around it. You're rediscovering your ancestral lines, your patterns of behaviour. Every single thing is coming into your state of consciousness, but it's coming in quite fast, which is why they want you to slow down and absorb this new frequency. Now, how this happened on Wednesday, it was bizarre. I teach high dance fitness. I am mind, body and spirit. This is how I receive messages. So I work with the divine, but the messages come in all different forms. So this morning I said to the divine, I did my dance cleaning, which sounds absolutely ridiculous because I like my space sorted. I like it organised. When my space is organised, my mind is organised. I can connect in better. So I needed to train for work because I do all my own choreography. I am literally creativity in every aspect of my existence. And I was dance cleaning, as I call it. So I can sort of, two birds, one stone, would never hurt an animal, but you understand the phrase there. And I leave it to them. I let them decide what I'm actually going to train to in the morning. So when I'm not specifically doing choreography, although they give me these amazing songs, hence my class is so large, to dance to, and I do the choreography, this information came in, and the 3 songs that they played this morning were very up and down and random, and I believe that's the frequency. Maybe you're struggling with this energy. And I was like, are they struggling with this energy? And they were like, yes. So I was like, right, okay, understand. So we went from, I'll tell you the songs that they played this morning, which you're going to giggle at. So the first song of all things was the Disney Moana song, when she's awakening, okay? You know who you are. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. And I mean, I love a bit of sing-song in the morning, you know. I'm dance cleaning and happy in my vibe, lifting the vibrational frequency so I can connect. So I was, you know, doing a spot of karaoke at the same time. I was like, right, you know who you are, Moana. So listen to the words, feel the frequency. And this is what I get with music. So it lifts my vibration so I can tune in, right? So I was like, okay, so you know who you are. We follow that pattern. Then, of all things, this is in my beautiful book, You Can't Be Tamed by Miley Cyrus. And I was like, wow. You know, why do we want to be tamed? Being tamed is being attached, and when we're attached, we're not free. When we're not free, we can't be. And I was like, okay, so it's about maybe taming the fire. You know, I took it in the negative form, do they need to tame the fire down? And it was about freedom. I was like, right, got it, understand. You know who you are, your spirit needs to be set free. And then imagine dragons, whatever it takes, which when I listen to that song, I see a warrior spirit. Automatically, I see a warrior spirit in my mind's eye. And I'm like, okay, so it's igniting that fire to be free in your warrior. Know who you are. I was like, I will pass those messages forwards, angels. It was absolutely beautiful. So you're awakening to a higher level of consciousness. Now, on Wednesday, I felt this shift. So here in the UK, you will have to check where you are in the world. This is approximately 6:15 in the evening. To between 6:15 and 6:30, I didn't actually have my phone. My phone's playing music in the background, you know, welcoming everybody in. And I walk outside and I just felt this shift in frequency. And I came in, I said, there's been a timeline shift. And two of my girls, because I don't touch money or anything like that. I am a free energy when I'm there. So one of my other ladies does that for me, bless her. And she welcomes people in, ticks them in. I'm meet and greet. I talk to everybody. We open this beautiful circle of energy and we're free with our frequency, right? Dance today. What cup are we drinking from? Yeah, it's all dance related today. So if you stumble, make it part of the dance. Boom, and dance and dance. And it's the freedom. It's the freedom of self today. I can feel it. So I walk back in saying there's been a timeline shift, and two of my girls are like, okay, yeah, okay, Lauren, whatever you like, you know, sort of thing. And then the next day, literally, it came up on my timeline shift. I screenshotted it and sent it to them and said, see, told you, I felt it. And the class was so high frequency. I mean, wow, I ate the next day, and I can go a lot, you know, I'm quite fit. So I was like, the poor things must be aching today, because I certainly was. But there was this shifting in energy. And then all of a sudden I felt this shift coming in. And when they asked me to speak to you about the shift in consciousness and the shift in general, you're elevating, you're ascending to a higher state of consciousness. And they want to talk to you about your elevation. I was like, okay, so we can go through that. So this timeline shift came in and I felt it because I see, I feel, I hear. I'm mind, body and spirit. I work with all of these elements. Together they are the divine triangle of Trinity. Now, I understood it. I had a big issue that how can I, for example, last week, shake my tush in energy on a Wednesday night and then teach meditation on a Thursday. And I used to think, surely I should be teaching yoga or Pilates or something, which I love, I really enjoy, but I have one of my girls teach that on my days. And they were like, no, because that's not the way that you connect. I connect in a high energy. It's a high spiritual energy. And when I dance, I'm free. So this is all about your state of freedom. This is about breaking free. The timeline shift is your highest state of consciousness. You know, it's that confirmation. You should, they also said, which was random, never judge a book by its cover. And I was like, somebody needs to hear this. Never judge a book by its cover and the unfinished symphony. So maybe somebody's writing a book and they need to process it and put it out there. Absolutely. So we're training our subconscious into our heart frequency. Now, our subconscious is where all our old things stick. And the reason I'm talking to you about this is because there was a few things. Now, I asked for some angel numbers, and obviously today is the 1111 portal. And that is the card that came out. So you actually have 3. And if 3 come out, I will always read you 3. And that is just how it is. So you had 1111, 999 and 555, and that is coinciding with the shift. And I was like, right, I understand. 1111 of all days is actually today, and 1111 is, you know, the great manifestation. When you see that number, make sure you're manifesting into the positive, because whatever you're manifesting at the very point you see that number and you're contemplating, you're thinking about, you're feeling, you're seeing. You remember when I taught you about whatever's in here, you can project that frequency out, but it needs to be in here in order to do so. So opening your heart frequency is essential. And I need to talk to you about that. I do, angels. Just give me a minute. So let me just jot that down. Heart, divine, masculine and feminine. I will speak to them about that. So 1111, the universe is arranging people and experiences in your path to help you succeed and help you wake up to who you truly are. And the song today was a Moana, right? That was the first song. And you know who you are. And I was like, wow, dude, this is pretty awesome today. So the synchronicities in energy is phenomenal and it's absolutely beautiful. Now, I need to talk to you about this because the angels have just asked me to, literally now, and it does coincide with what we're speaking of. So when we talk about manifestation, when we talk about feeling, energy, seeing, feeling and being, and you need to sit in your heart space. Now, life in the 3D can take us away from such. It can. We have both divine masculine and divine feminine within our being, okay? So when they become unbalanced, we become unbalanced. So we need both. Our divine feminine energy is our heart frequency. This is when we really sit in tune with who we truly are. We open up that beautiful beacon of light and we radiate this gorgeous frequency, right? But that's also where we can feel our pain. And that's where, you know, we say, oh, we're brokenhearted because a situation in our life has lowered our vibrational frequency or come into our existence. And it's always a lesson or a blessing. We take a lesson from the darkness and we transmute that. Sometimes it's simply a blessing which opens our heart up beautifully, and that's wonderful too. So when our divine masculine and feminine become out of alignment, we cannot connect. We connect in our divine feminine energy. So I'm talking to males and females, you know. We hold both energies within us, okay? So when we become out of alignment, so our divine masculine energy, when we've been in work mode, for example, and we're go, 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 rush, 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 that energy can take over. Now, I'm speaking to you about this because it's really important to balance your frequency. You cannot connect to spirit if you're in your masculine form. And they'll say, people will argue with me with that. I know they will. But it's true because your connection to spirit is through your heart frequency. And this is, you know, the second highest. Your authentic self is your highest. Then it's your love frequency. And that's your connection to heaven, the angels, God's source, the divine, whoever you choose to connect to is right for you. It's what you hold in here. And that's very, very important to say. So when you're connecting, I will say God, because that's who I connect to, God of the highest heavens, you need to be in your heart frequency. Your heart frequency opens you up, but when this is hurt, it can stop you and it can hold you in a frequency. And that's what we're talking about, this shift and this block. And I felt like it's letting go of the past energy, right? And we've all got issues and circumstances in our existence in order to grow our frequency, but we have to let go of the negative in order to elevate and move forward and, you know, get in touch with a higher state of consciousness. It's just truth. That's how it happens. So when we heal, and this is so very important, mind, body and spirit, when we heal on our evolutionary journey, it actually ascends us, it sets us free. It's the key to your divinity. It's absolutely everything. And you can't just say, right, you're going to heal. You can't expect people to do that. They have to work through. And when we talk about working through, we're talking about going through the void, right? The void is hard. So we spoke last week about the 3 days of darkness. After the 3 days of darkness, you can feel like you're in this void moment. And this is the shift taking place, okay? Energy is fluid. Remember that. Always remember that. Energy is fluid. Now, when you work through this void, you can't always see and hear. There's like, it's like this, basically, sometimes through the void. Because what happens in the void is you go deep within yourself. When you go deep within yourself, you get an understanding of who you are, what you need to heal, what shadows you need to face in order to release and move forward. Because until we face those, we can't actually truly release and move forward. We take responsibility for one's existence. We take responsibility and accountability for our life, and that moves us forward. That actually sets us free. When we take a sense of responsibility, you know, if we've done something to someone or someone's done something to us, we have to understand the lesson, take accountability for our actions and our part in a situation and release it, okay? And that is just part and parcel of your ascension journey. This is your evolutionary path. So they wanted me to speak to you about divine feminine and masculine balance. You need to be in your heart space to connect. So when you finish work, because that's your divine masculine, that's your action, that's your emperor card as we call it, and it's go, 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 you need to know when to put him to have a little rest so you can get in your heart space if you divine feminine energy. You know, your empress energy, you're in receiving mode, you're in that frequency. And it's balancing those energies, knowing, excuse me 2 seconds. Thank you. I had a little eyelash going on. When you're into your divine feminine energy, your empress energy, male, female, it matters not, you can be in receiving mode. And when we talk about receiving mode, abundance and all of that, you know, abundance comes in all different forms. So you need to tune in and listen and hear. When you're in receiving mode, you can do so. Do you understand? So make sure you're in your heart space. Now, how do you get there when you've been in this go, go, go all day? Play a frequency music, 432, beautiful, opens your heart. You know, 777, however you see fit, it opens your heart. You'll feel it, you'll feel an energy, and I want you to feel this. You have to understand, you see, feel, and everything, just like I do. So you will feel a frequency. So when you play that frequency, you will feel this heart space open. When your heart space is then open, you can meditate, you can understand, you can be in receiving mode. And that is the shift here. That's what's happening. You're becoming more in your heart frequency, understanding the divinity and the balance of the divine masculine and feminine energy. And that's how it actually works. There's just been a glitch on the system. Now we're going to talk about this because I could see my screen flash just then. So there are many, many glitches. Look out for them, understand them, research them. And I need to say that to you because this is the Great Awakening and you're seeing more glitches in life. Now, this is the shift between the two states of consciousness. You're understanding the 3D programming. You're going into a 5D state of consciousness and above. Let me say that there are no limits here. We are not limiting you to go to that stage. There are no limits. You are limitless in the next stage and you're shifting through this frequency because I can see it and I can feel it. So you're shifting and you're upgrading in this state of consciousness. Look for the glitches. That's releasing the old. Now, I need to speak to you about owls. Owls came into the vibrational frequency. Now, owls are magic, you know, they're tuned with inner wisdom and it's all about going deep within the Akashic records, owls. It's about tuning into your highest state of consciousness. It actually brings it down to your 3D world. And then all of a sudden you have this massive expansion. And that's what I saw in my mind's eye. It was this massive expansion. There was an owl hooting and it was sat up on this platform and it's just looking down straight at you and you were meditating in this sort of circle. It was a beautiful stone circle, the only way I can describe it, and it had, was it about 1.5 foot wall around it. I suppose it was more like what you would see as a fountain, but there was no water, it was dry, and there was a meditation and it was hooting down. And that's your spiritual awareness, that's awakening you and your third eye, and you understanding the synchronicities within your 3D world. I needed to tell you that. What else, angels? Open your inner vision, I've said that. You see through deception. Let the past go and make a better life. It's the magic from within. And now this fire card, number 10, came out. 10 is a completion number, okay? So let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. We live in the now. So if you take a lesson from past energies, if they've been in negative form, you understand you can transmute that into light. And this is what it's about. You're going through this shift. 999, I am unique. You are a unique being. It's like, I had somebody ask, well, how do you receive your messages? This and this. Well, surely you can just, yes, I can pull tarot all day long. I'm 4th generation tarot reader, but I need a deeper connection in this life. You know, I could do that all day long, but it doesn't expand my state of consciousness. I needed to connect more. So through my mastery stages, I found other avenues and ways, and I felt and I saw in a different frequency because my energy was upgrading. You see, every time we go through this rebirth of frequency, that's another upgrade in the system. And we understand that this is our soul's evolutionary journey, and this is exactly what we're meant to do. So it's about piecing the puzzle together in a different state of consciousness, but understanding. And when we start understanding, then we elevate even further. And it's so exciting. And life is never dull. Life is never boring. you're forever doing these puzzles and piecing the puzzles together, and it makes life just a little bit exciting. It's like milkshake. Milk on its own is fine and it's nice, but you add a little bit of ice cream and a touch of chocolate, it's absolutely divine, right? And yeah, well, the milkshake of life, right? 999. Thank the past for your lessons and leave it where it belongs, so you can make the best of the life that is still waiting to be fulfilled by only you. You are unique. No, you are unique. So we all choose different ways of connection, and every single person is correct. Every single person is correct. So I connect with mind, body and spirit. That's how I connect. I connect with synchronicities. It's how I connect. I see, I hear, I feel frequency. You know, I want you to do this with me. We're going to do this together. I am angels. So we're going to do your chakra system right now. And I would like you, I'm going to tell you how I do this, and then we will go through it with you. So I place my hands upon my root and I say, I am love. Then I go to my sacral. I feel energy. Solar plexus. I do not chase, I attract. Hello, angels. Heart. I love to dance and be free, seeing abundance all around me. Throat. I speak my truth without apology. Your third eye. I see with clarity. And your crown. I understand universal laws and that we are the energy we project. So let's do this for you now. You can say this out loud or in your mind's eye. We'll do this practice together. We're going to open you up here. It's absolutely beautiful. If you don't want to do this, just skip forward 10 seconds. So root, say it to yourself. I am. Sacral, I feel. Solar, I do. Heart, I love. Throat, I speak. Third eye, I see. Crown, I understand. And you finish that off. We're opening up this beautiful vessel, you know, and when we work with the mind, body and spirit together, we understand, because it puts us in the divine triangle, you know, mind, body, spirit. When we look after our body, it feeds our mind, which elevates our spirit so we can connect in. And it's absolutely beautiful. So we're doing that practice together. We've done that, angels. I needed to also speak to you about somebody's been in the collective. It came up with eucalyptus. So there's been like a breathing issue that I've felt. So eucalyptus oil would be absolutely amazing. It's a natural antibiotic. You can pop it on a tissue. Obviously, please check with your physician, because I am not legally allowed to say this from a doctor's perspective, but I'm an aromatherapist, so I'm legally allowed to do it from that angle. So, you know, check with your doctor if you have any allergies whatsoever. But eucalyptus came into the vibrational frequency, and this is just, you know, even if you're placing it in a tissue, to breathe and do the meditation breath with it. If you need to expand your lung capacity in any way, if you're struggling with that, you breathe in through your nose for 4, hold for 4 and breathe out through your mouth with this tissue in front of your face. But please check with your doctor, because I have to say that for legal reasons. Right. Yes, 144. Did you know the petals of your chakras add up to 144? I don't know if I've told you that. So if I haven't, there you go. So we're talking about this ascension, the 144,000 chosen as they speak, but we're all chosen. It just depends if we actually want to do it within this life. So every single person upon this earth has been chosen, but it's up to them and their ascension and their soul choice and their free will if they want to participate in it. So what else do we have to talk about? I've done that. I spoke about that. So basically, my beautiful lights, I'd like you to sit with these frequencies today. Tune into your higher self. You know, honour your feelings in a situation. When we honour our feelings, we understand our situation and the feelings of why we felt that in that moment. When we understand, we can release. And that's the truth here. So I just want to do this beautiful angel message with you, because this came out today and it's called Beauty. So if you'd like to place your hands upon your heart with me now. The outer world is a reflection of your inner. So focus on the beauty within yourself, your good qualities, your kindness, your gifts and talents. Remember, whatever you give attention to increases and grows. Stay with the positive. Intentions are so powerful. Everyone has some beauty in their soul, so seek it in others. Remind them of their qualities and you will illuminate them. Surround yourself with things and people with a beautiful vibration, for we are all influenced by that which is around us. As you tune more and more into your incredible wonder of yourself, others and the planet, your resonance becomes that of beauty. Others will perceive the radiance of your soul and will be touched by it. And the affirmation is, I recognise my beauty and that of others. That's seeing the light in the darkness, and that is what you are made for. And if you found this message, you are a light. Embrace it. Feel, focus within, see the beauty in everything, understand things are lessons or blessings. And, don't take things so personally as well. I need to say that. When we take things personally, that's something often that we, have to address within oneself. And when we understand that that person's probably going through something and it's simply a projection of them, then we understand the lesson behind it and we can leave and let go of the situation. So that is your message, my beautiful, beautiful lights. Have the most abundant day. And until next time, from my heart to yours.